B2B Cambodia, the portal for business use in Cambodia.
This is B2B Cambodia, the portal for business news in Cambodia. I am your host, Anthony Galliano. Once a year, there is the largest and the most amazing real estate exposition in Cambodia. It is sponsored by and held by realestate.com.kh. You know that famous realestate.com.kh that you see on buses and billboards all over the city. It's the largest real estate portal in the country. Today, my guest is Tom O'Sullivan, the CEO of realestate.com.kh, and we're going to talk about the real estate exposition that's happening this weekend at Koh Pich. So, Tom, welcome to B2B Cambodia.
Thanks, Anthony, for having me.
Tell us a bit about this real estate exposition, which is massive, and people all over the city and even parts of the country come to see developers, this year more even on home and lifestyle. So what do you have to offer this year with the real estate exposition?
Yeah, so we've been doing these expos since 2017. And each one we bring all the leading property developers together and property related companies together all in one place. So it's quite convenient for people in Phnom Penh where they're local home buyers or expat investors, but also people from the provinces to come to Phnom Penh and see all the properties available in Cambodia in one convenient place. The big difference from last year, as you mentioned, whether last year was very much a property-focused event, this is a home and lifestyle event. So not only will people be able to come and survey the real estate market, but also look at some of the new car brands in the market, enjoy the NUM 24 food hall for F&B. We've got a dedicated kids area as well, and then some furniture brands and things like that. So what we wanted to achieve by this event was sort of like an event where the whole family can come and enjoy, because it is on Saturday and Sunday, so it's, you know, it is family time. And even on top of that, we've got kind of top secret, but we've got two performances, one on Saturday evening and one on Sunday evening.
You're not going to let us know who's going to be performing?
I can tell you one is Mia Soxapia, who's a shareholder of Bore Bospa and a big supporter of the event.
This is by far the largest exposition for property in the country, held once a year. How many exhibitioners are there?
So there'll be about over 50 property developers and then over 50, let's say, other exhibitors, right? So when we say property related, that's like, you know, furniture and whatever else you need to, you know, fit out your new home, banks and insurance to be there on site so people can consult them about a possible home purchase. And then we'll say the balance of that, if they're not, say, banks, insurance, property related or developers, will be more lifestyle brands, even jewelry brands or watch brands and things like this. One main difference this year, and one of the things that we've never introduced to the expo, is a resale corner, where people will be able to come and see some of the properties that are on the market under market value.
What type of audience do you get at the exhibition?
Yeah, so typically middle to high net worth Cambodians that are in the property market, looking for investment properties, a second home, or just entering the property market, like first home buyers. And then most of the expats running a business or in business that might be looking to buy a property. And then we also get some people that fly in from overseas for the expo as well. And then obviously with this time, we hope to attract like a lot more families and things like that.
Now, last year, I think you did a quite huge amount of transaction value, if I remember. What was the transaction value for last year's exposition, and what are you expecting this year?
Yeah, so last year we generated over $30 million worth of property sales. And we'd expect to get sort of close to that again. We think that's quite remarkable. It's something that we've achieved, pre-COVID as well. I think because a lot of property developers sort of not save up, but look forward to this event and run some of the best deals they do all year for this event. But also property buyers know that when this event rolls around, they can purchase a property at a great price.
So one of the real main reasons to go if you're interested in property is there's deals to be had at the exposition.
Yeah, absolutely. Deals from new developers, deals under market value, which are popular these days in the current environment. And then there's the related companies that are there to help you make that decision and help guide you through that process.
So while we have you here, Tom, you're really close to the pulse of the real estate market. And it would be a good opportunity for us to ask, how is the real estate market doing? We're talking about residential, but how is the residential real estate market doing?
So post-COVID, what we saw was, well, someone in my office coined this term, or taught me about this term, but revenge spending. So we saw coming out of COVID, a lot of people snapping up real estate because they thought this was the last time to buy real estate before it went back after COVID. And then this year we've seen it's not continuing to bounce back up after COVID because there is the local and global economy and different pressures in the market. So what we're finding is property coming down to, we think it's down to the level that's more realistic, I guess. There's some developers that were sort of selling pre-COVID that are finding it difficult to bring down their price to where the market actually is. But then we've seen probably the 4 or 5 developments that have launched this year or late last year, they're launching at a much lower price per square metre. So we're seeing developers finally prepared to work on a acceptable or realistic developer margin. So the new properties that are hitting the market at a great price.
So the market today, there's a lot of factors that are more negative in terms of how prices have begun to adjust. Because the Cambodia real estate market has always been renowned for a trajectory that's upwards.
Yeah.
But we had COVID. We have developer probably creating an oversupply at this point. And we have interest rates that are rising as well. Yeah. So this as an opportunity with all this, these factors that are actually pushing down prices, this year, really for the first time, is a really big opportunity in terms of pricing. The prices are much lower than in the past.
Yeah, and that's what we're seeing, whether it's on our platform or through people that are registering for the event, that for people with enough for a down payment on a property, whether that's 10 or 20%, or they're cashed up international investors, they're really sort of taking advantage of the local real estate market at the moment.
And developers at the exhibition are ready to do deals.
Definitely, yes.
Okay,
yep.
And there is sort of the resale area as well, where they're more or less more hungry sellers.
Yeah, hungry sellers, and definitely a lot of good value properties for a buyer. But obviously they don't come with the attractive payment terms that might come with a development.
More of a cash deal.
Sure.
Okay. So prices for housing, prices for condominiums, barais are probably at the lowest they've been in terms of a decline rather than an upward trajectory over the last couple of years. So this is maybe a good time to shop. So we hope to see you at the realestate.com.kh exposition held at Koh Pich Exhibition Centre this weekend, the 12th and 13th of August. Hope to see you there. Thank you again. This has been B2B Cambodia. Thank you, Tom, for joining us.
Thanks, Anthony.
B2B Cambodia, the portal for business news in Cambodia. See you soon.